Right, good afternoon. Welcome to training, everybody. Say hello, Dylan.
Hi.
Right, so I'm going to start with the shout outs because that's the bit I always forget. So we have got Noah Farmer from the Swifts. Hello, Noah. Good to see that you've been doing so much with your dad. We have
Me!
got Dylan. Go get the ball. We've got Ben. I've been seeing you've been doing loads with your family, so keep it up. We have got both Harrys, so Mr. Whippy and Harry Lee Smith. Again, seen lots of you two. We have got Eden. We've got, I've done it again, Jensen with his dad, and we've got Harvey. Okay, so I think that's our attendance. So well done to all of you. It's been great to see you all involved. So, some of you might have seen this week that the FA have released guidance about possible group training. Now, we're not going to dive into that, okay, for anyone that's interested. We're looking at ways that we can try and get that, hopefully work towards that. But at the moment, we're just sort of cautiously doing that. So, something to look forward to. Tonight we're going to do a little bit of a session on awareness and vision in football. Okay, so really important things: knowing what's going on around you, playing with your head up and looking around rather than with your head down. So I'm going to show you a few different ways you can practice that, and then we're going to do a little game at the end. All right? Okay. So our setup for our drill, we're going to want a square. This is where you're going to want your cones or objects, probably about 5 yards round, so if you can see that. And for the first drill, I've put a load of things in the middle of my box. So if I just walk around my square so you can see it. So here are my 4 cones, I'm walking my square out. Thanks, Neil. That's our square. And then you've got the stuff in the middle for drill 1. Now the reason you want the square is because you're going to need someone to work with you on these first couple of drills. So the person who's working with you is going to be walking around the outside, and you're going to be working in the middle of your square. Yeah. All right? Okay, hopefully you've now got your setup ready. So Dylan, if you go into the middle of the square for me, with the ball. So all Dylan's going to do is going to dribble around inside his square. He's going to go in and out of the objects. He can come out of the thing and go back in and out. It's up to him. He can go round the outside. But I want him to mix his dribbling up. The things are there to make him concentrate, okay? Boys, don't look for the shortcuts. See if you can dribble in and out of things. Do different patterns. Do skills as you're dribbling. All right, so Dylan, if you want to start that now. So look, he's just going to try and dribble round, making sure he avoids things, aware of all the things. Good stuff. Okay, Dylan, start there. So you get the idea of that. That's straightforward enough. As he's doing that though, I'm going to be walking around the outside of the square with 2 different objects. Now parents, siblings, whoever it is, this is where you're going to need something. I've got 2 different coloured cones. Anything you've got in your house that can just act as 2 things you can hold up basically. If they're different colours, great, because then you can call the colours. But it can be 2 different things. It might be, I don't know, like a towel and something else random, Dylan. A shirt. It might be a couple of different t-shirts or something like that. Up to you. So I'm just going to show you how it works. As Dylan's doing his dribbling, I'm going to walk around the outside of the box, and every so often I'm going to hold one of these things up. And if I hold one up, Dylan has got to try and call out the colour that I've held up as quickly as he can. So he's got to be aware of where I am without just looking at me, because he's got to be doing his dribbling. He's got to keep getting his head up and glancing. Okay, and it should be quick glances, not
like
ages.
Every couple of touches.
Yeah, having a look, making sure you know where I am and what I'm doing. You right, Dylan? You ready?
Yeah.
Off you go. So quick glances.
Red. Blue. Red. Blue. Red. Blue. Red.
Okay. So you get the idea. He was quite quick there. Parents, try and catch him out, change direction. Don't just keep walking the same lap around the square. You might want to stand still, keep changing directions. It's really important that they're concentrating, having those quick looks to see where you are, so that they're practicing that whole skill of getting their head up as they play. All right? So I'm going to give you, I'd spend about 10-15 minutes on that drill. All right? That's your first one. Okay, key things to consider at this stage. Dylan, if you didn't look around frequently enough, what happens?
You won't notice what's happening.
Good. So we need to be regularly checking around. So maybe if it was taking you a while to see the colours that were being held up, maybe you need to be looking more regularly. Yeah, quick glances. What about if you look too often or spent too long looking?
You're crashing.
Right, so there's a balance. At the same time, if you spend your whole time looking around you, you're not concentrating on your feet, at the ball, and what you're doing, and therefore you're not doing what you need to do. So there's a real balance to strike. It's about getting enough looks around, but quick glances, because things will change around you all the time. The next drill we're going to do then, similar sort of thing. We've still got our box, but now we've taken all the things out the middle. So what we're essentially going to play, this is where you need your tennis ball that I asked you to bring along. We're going to play dodgeball, basically. So Dylan's going to dribble around his area again. This time he can do whatever he likes, tricks, turns, up to him. He's going to try and play at some sort of tempo, not too slow. We don't want him walking around the square. I'm going to walk around the edge again, but this time, as I'm walking around, I'm going to try and throw this tennis ball at him. Okay? Now, when I say throw it at him, I don't mean lob it as hard as I can. Gentle underarm. Okay? It should be something that's not going to hurt him if it hits him. His job is to either avoid the tennis ball or to kick it away. Okay? If he manages to avoid it and dodge it, or I miss him, he gets a point. If he can actually kick the tennis ball away, 5 points. If I hit him, he loses a point. I'm going to say to you, give yourself about 3 minutes to do this, set yourself a timer and see how many points you can score. And then you can have another go afterwards. Can you beat your score? You might want to do it competitively, you versus your dads, or you versus siblings, or things like that. So I know like Ben, Harry, like you've got siblings you could play against. Jensen, you might want to beat your dad at it. Eden, you might want to beat your dad at it, or have a go at Arlo. Up to you. All right? You could do a little competition. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
So we're just not going to do it in time. We're just going to give you the idea. Off you go. Points. Point. -1. Carry on. 5 points. So you're on 4. Okay, I'm going to stop there because our tennis ball's gone in the hedge. But you get the idea. Have a go at that. Spend, like I say, have a few goes at it. 3-minute timer. Right. So the next thing to consider, we've done like a couple of drills that involve dribbling and looking around so far and being aware as you've got the ball at your feet. The other thing is we need to be aware when we're passing, okay, so that we know where people are before we make passes. So this one, we're going to be passing back and forward, but as we're doing it, we're going to be having a look around. We're going to play spot the difference, all right? So all that's going to happen, me and Dylan are going to play passing and back forwards, and you're going to do this with someone at home as well. And you're just going to pass back and forward, but as you're playing, I want you to take in as much as you can about your surroundings. Because once you've passed around for a couple of minutes, you're going to stop. The other person's going to go inside, yeah? And then you're going to come out again, do some passing again, and you've got to see if you can notice the differences, because someone's going to have changed things, all right? So, Dill, let's start our passing. We're going to leave the video here. We're going to do our first 2 minutes of passing. As me and Dylan are passing back and forth, what I want him doing is having those glances around, taking in as much as he can about the surrounding area. All right, so let's do that now for a minute, actually, Dill. So pass to me, I want you looking around, noticing our driveway, because I'm going to change things about it. You ready? Go. So all around you, take things in, notice what's there. Take everything in, keep looking. That's all around you. Okay. So we're going to keep doing that. I'm going to give him another minute of just me passing back and forth with him. Then I'm going to send him inside. And then he's going to come back out and do it again. So we're just going to stop there a minute. Okay, so me and Dylan spent about another minute passing and him taking everything in until he was happy that he'd seen as much as he could around our driveway. I'm now going to send him inside. And then I'm going to make a few little changes to our driveway. As soon as he then comes outside, before he gets a chance to take things in, we're going to get straight back into the passing game. So Dill, go inside for a minute.
Bye.
And you lot can be in on what I'm changing. Right. So, I need to move a few things around. So. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take that cone away. I'm going to put his drinks bottle over here. It's a tennis ball that wasn't there. I'm just going to put that over here in the bush. And I'm going to open the bin lid. So I have removed a cone, I've added a tennis ball, his water bottle, the bin lid, and I'm going to move the ball. No, I'm not, because we're going to need that. Right, I've got my 4 changes. Okay, one more. Put a mini goal in our big goal. So when he comes out again, I'm not going to give him any time to take his surroundings in. I'm going to have the ball at my feet. And as soon as he comes out, I'm going to say, right, we're getting into the passing game. And then I'm going to see how long it takes him to notice the 5 changes that I've made. Okay? Let's see how he gets on. Okay, so right, you come. Straight into passing with me. You've got to see how many notes.
Move that goal.
Okay, 1. How many?
Water bottle.
2.
You move clothes.
3.
You move the camera a bit.
No. Look around you. Look around you. What's different?
That goal.
You got 3. You got that. What else? What else is different? Look everywhere.
Oh, you open the bin.
1 more. Look everywhere.
You move that tennis ball.
There you go. Good. You get the idea. Spot the difference, all right? We're going to do that a few times. He might do it to me as well, and it just gets him to take in his surroundings. Now, don't cheat. I noticed a little bit. Naturally, he was looking around the moment he came out. Kids, what I want you to try and do, come out like that, okay? So that you're not looking around you, so that you can only take things in once the passing starts, because that will make you practice looking around. Have a little go at that. Like I said, spend a few times. Maybe could time yourself. See how quickly you can do it. All right, off you go. Okay, for the last part of training, our match bit, oh bless you, he's got hay fever. I've sort of got through my ideas of one-on-one matches, so we're going to go round them again basically. So I'm going to leave it with free choice for you. Think of one that you enjoyed. So we're going to have another game of foot tennis because we quite like that. You could do panna, you could do wally, you could do your target shooting, you could do penalty shootout. Just finish with something fun. All right, do something you think, actually, I'm going to really enjoy that. And if you can bring vision and awareness into that, great. So Wally might bring that in, but up to you. All right? We're not going to share a result. Should we share a result?
Yeah.
All right, we'll share our result of foot tennis after we've done. So we'll be back for that quickly. Other than that, you decide on the game, get it set up, and again, spend 10-15 minutes playing. Good luck, boys. Beat your dads, beat your siblings, wherever you're playing. And that's our game. Dylan won our game of foot tennis. Mainly based on the fact that he realised my hamstring's sore, and so he just cheated with his serving and made me run around everywhere.
I moved it, so I served from there, and then it bounced
Cheat.
and went out every time, and then Dad had to go and get it, and then he threw it back to me, and then
Anyway.
I went for the other side.
Anyway,
and kept
hope
doing
everyone
that.
enjoyed training. Like I say, we'll keep you updated in terms of getting the possibility of group sessions going. And over the next few days, we should know a little bit more. I'm looking forward to seeing you all, but we'll do it when it's safe, not just for the sake of it. So until then, we'll probably see you for next week's training online. We'll see how it goes. I'll give you any updates if I hear them. Take care of yourselves. See you next week. Say bye, Dale.